Okay, here's how the panel's going to go in. Okay, because we're not trying to cram two panels in here, we have a lot of flexibility of where this wall ends and then where the door goes, and does the door line up with the kitchen door right behind me. And of course, I know there's a distance here that's very critical. So starting from here, going this way at the moment, and this can just a stud, we can move it wherever we want. It currently is
37 1/4.
Okay, then what is our current opening where we can put the door anywhere we want? And of course the door can go.
I've got 37 inches rough opening right now.
Rough opening, okay. And then at the moment from here to there.
37.
Okay, and I'm going to show you how this current opening lines up with the door right behind me in just a moment. Okay, so we have plenty of room to line the door up or not, gain a little room, whatever we want to do. Okay, so we did discuss how with the blue tape that you guys put in, we know exactly where this wall is supposed to be. Now, just a quick thought, this old part of the building is racked and twisted and all this and that, so we have a little challenge with things not being 1,000% square. So we put a string line there. Okay, so now that string line is exactly where we get the drywall exactly where we want it. You know how we talked about the drywall is going to come up and kiss right there. So plumb bobbing down and measuring over, we now only have, this is getting kind of twisted here. Okay, we now only have, what's the number?
21 3/4.
Okay, it ain't the 24. So choices are that's what you get. Or we kick this out this way to give us 24, but then the wall's taking some of the beam. Now the beam would be fully exposed out here. You'd see it's full beam, and then it would slightly disappear into the wall.
Something like this.
Okay? Yeah. Now, keeping this string line coming over, okay, we end up, and then we plumb bob down, and then we measure over, and yes, the room is not square. So, so the measurement we just did right here is the same measurement right over here. Okay, so if we wanted to definitely have the 24, we have to come up with a couple of different solutions. They are available, or you might say that's not important. Oh, and then just so you know, what we're not saying is that this is permanent. So pretend this isn't here, meaning this stud here gets put on that line, and so when we do that at the, now we're not, so I don't want you to, not phrasing that right, but this is just here. It was just here to make some support. Yeah, that's the way to say it. This isn't the end of the wall. Don't be confused by that. Alrighty. Thank you all very much. Here's that pull box. It's completely different than the one that would go on the wall. It is simply when stuff comes in, you open this out, you're able to work, you put it all back together. Per code, waterproof, tight, everything. So that's what we'll be putting underneath. Okay, on this panel, we are going to have the door open this way. It opens 100% flat, so it is irrelevant that it's not opening this way. The reason is, if we turn this panel upside down and the door's not flippable because of this, the door and the panel can go one way or flip it upside down to have the door open the two different ways. So we decided that because the majority of the wires, like all the wires from the main house, are coming down through the top, we need this area up here to distribute the wires. Whereas if we turn the thing upside down so that the panel open this way, we would have a very small area up at the top. Okay, and I'm going to show you that the panel opens up really well. It's pretty much irrelevant which way it flows. Okay, so as you can see, the door opens 100% flat, and now it will be closed. There we go.